my dad, my Uncle Bob, who was 7 years older than my dad, my Uncle Greg, all played football at Notre Dame. My dad and my Uncle Bob were both captains at Notre Dame. My Uncle Bob's a two-sport All-American there. Like, we had grown up going to Notre Dame games twice a year from the time I was in like the 4th grade. So I was thoroughly brainwashed. All I wanted to do.
No choice.
Yeah. Oh, no. It was like my dad at the beginning of the recruiting process. So my brother was a year younger than me, played tight end at Notre Dame. And when we were getting recruited, he sat us down. He's like, listen, just because I went to Notre Dame and your uncles went to Notre Dame and your mom went to the all-girls school across the street doesn't mean you guys have to go there. You guys, this is your own journey. We'll support whatever you do. I'm like, Dad, I've grown up with a Notre Dame rug on my room and 3 different posters on my wall since the time I was 6 years old. Where the hell do you think I want to go?
Miami. Right.
What? It makes no sense.
Bro, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just picturing this. What if you told your dad I'm going to Miami, bro? Think about how Miami is not, obviously, y'all think about it, Miami, Notre Dame is not the same what it used to be. I'm talking about prior to 2005. Convicts versus Catholics.
Yeah. Facts.
And you like, nah, you know what, Dad? I know I love Notre Dame for a long time. I'm going to the U, baby.
To the U, baby.
He would have lost it.
Hey, that shit would have been crazy.
Oh, my God. I would have paid to see the look on his face. But, you know, like it worked out to where I ended up getting the offer to Notre Dame. And even back then, you know, the same thing as kind of the nepotism thing, getting the job at ESPN. When you get the offer, like I was the first commit in my class, and you have plenty of people that are going to line up and say, well, the only reason he's getting to go there is because of his dad. He's a legacy case, like, you know, yada, yada. So it's tough, but it was kind of like the broadcasting thing. And what I always go back to is, I really had to know and be sure this is what I wanted to do. Like if this was something that you were just doing for fun or to half-ass, you weren't really into it, it's not worth all the stuff that goes along with it. You guys know that journey is too hard to go through all that to not really love it. And so I knew I loved it. I knew that was what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be. And so it made it easy to go there. And listen, I was a late bloomer in my career. I didn't end up playing until my true senior year. The back half of that, I ended up started 17 games there my last year, my 5th year senior year. But during that time in the middle, you ask yourself a lot of questions. And it is tough because you hear all that outside noise about, you know, you not living up to the name or you not living up to your own expectations. And so it was, you know, it was a lot of conversations leaning on my younger brother who was going through a lot of the same stuff and trying to make sure we kept each other up. And then just, you know, you focus on the work because once you get there, the name doesn't mean shit. All the stars don't mean shit. You show up there and it's winter workout, spring football, fall camp. And then, you know, you got to go out in the field and do it. And so for me, that's why, you know, the 17 starts I had and getting to play in that title season, that stuff always means a lot because no one else can do that for you. Once you're out there in the white lines, it's you and the guy across from you, and that's all you got. And so that was, you know, that's always an experience I hold tight and something that I think shapes a lot of what I do now.